But no, thank you. But world leaders are very concerned about this buildup of insanity, is what I call it. Forget about the naval ships, but the buildup of insanity that's taking place in multiple fronts right now. And there's a lot of challenges that challenge this president right now in the administration. So many things that are going on right now. It's just it's mind-boggling. And, it seems like things are going to come unglued. Things are unstable. And there is a lot of instability on there, and that's the reason you get somebody that actually will do something, mean what they say what they mean. American firepower with those tomahawks sent a message. This administration is going to act different. We're not going to be passive. We're not going to allow people to take advantage of not only us, but our allies and our interest abroad. A lot of people don't understand about American interests. They hear that. It goes, well, we should just be concerned about America first. And, I hear Laura Ingraham, on the circuit saying, Trump doesn't need to get away with, America first. We need to stay the heck out of Israel, stay out of the Middle East, stay out of these regions. The problem is, if we don't go over there and protect our allies, sends a really bad message, but also emboldens the enemy to allow them to be able to build up their arsenals in a negative way, where you get rogue nations doing bad things. And unfortunately, it takes leadership, American leadership, to be able to put a stop to these things or call them out on it so they stop it. And so the world knows, and embarrass them, if not take them out. And some people need to be taken out. Kim Jong-un, that guy needs to be taken out. His regime needs to be taken out. There's no doubt about it. Assad needs to be taken out sooner rather than later. But one thing at a time. But it seems like both of these are going on right now, and sometimes diplomacy only goes so far. I was talking to a young lady earlier today about, the realities of war. We have gone to war for some very stupid things. I was definitely not in agreement with the Gulf War. Everybody remembers that very well, where we watched it on television play-by-play when Geraldo actually gave coordinates. Remember that? It was rather embarrassing. Wasn't a fine moment in his career. But we watched it, and the positive thing is that Saddam Hussein died. And but a lot of our military guys died, men and women, Americans died, and a lot of civilians died. And it was just a quagmire of insanity there. We don't need another such war like that. We don't need another Vietnam-style war like that. But a lot of our generals say we can do things a lot smarter. We got drones, and which don't require any male or female to be in that cockpit. It's, by the way, if you're looking for a career, if you can learn how to fly a drone, you're employed. Government's looking for drone flyers, and there's schools set up where you can actually learn how to fly these military drones. And that takes some prowess to fly these things around the world and strike with precision, or just monitor things from a distance. These things are amazing, what they can do, but they can take people out anywhere in the world. And CENTCOM, which is right practically in my backyard here in Tampa, Florida, a lot of these missions are directed right from Central Command. From little old Tampa, Florida, well, we've grown considerably. It used to be a small town. But we got a lot of traffic here now. It's not like DC though. I'm not gonna complain too much. By the way, the United flight. Remember that debacle where the doctor wanted to stay on the plane and they kind of roughed him up? Well, let's play that audio.
Can't the pilots drive to Florida? Can't they run a car with the pilots and have them drive?
Hey, it's fine. Come on. Come on. There go.
Hey,
busted his lip.
Oh my God, look at what you did to him. Oh my God. Oh my
Good work,
God.
guys. Good work. Way to go.
This is horrible.
Yeah, the police grabbed the guy. He's an older doctor. He wouldn't get off the plane.
All right, the United Airlines CEO Oscar Manzo said that the passenger seen in a viral video, which just heard the audio, who was dragged, bloodied, and carried off down the row. The company's, they made an official statement, and basically they just said that they're sorry, but they had to remove the man from the plane. He was disruptive, and they had to take action. They said that the doctor became belligerent and disruptive, and even some lawmakers called for an investigation for this incident, regardless of what United says, but they're not backing off, and they're talking about a backlash negatively, economically for United for all this. And here's a witness. His name is Tyler. He was aboard this flight, and this is what he had to say about the whole incident.
They definitely could have handled this in a better way, and they definitely could have done more for these people that had to take off the plane. Not just the man that was removed, but the other folks. United, no one wanted to volunteer to get off the plane because the next flight wasn't until 2 p.m. the next day, which is almost a full 24 hours later.
What's so striking is it's 4 hours away. Why didn't you hear in the tape you shot a woman say, "Why don't you just drive, United employees? It's close." Why didn't they?
Right. I am not sure, but a lot of passengers were kind of yelling that to United employees when they came on the plane, and people were really kind of up in arms at what was going on around. That part was really unbelievable for us on the plane. It was wild enough that they pulled this man off. He was unconscious when they pulled him off the plane.
Did you just hear that? The guy was unconscious when they pulled him off the plane.
And in between him being pulled off, the United staff that was, they had to clear the seats for, they came on the plane, and they were berated by the passengers on the plane, as you can imagine. A lot of people were saying, you should be embarrassed for working for this company. You should be ashamed of yourself. This man had just been drugged off the plane.
All right, very, very sad. He was a doctor, and he paid for his flight, and there was 4 United workers that needed to be at another airport, so they asked people beforehand on the loudspeaker, and the gate attendants asked if anybody wanted to give up their seat. Well, nobody did. So he, unfortunately, was one of the unlucky ones, the third one, to be asked to leave the plane, to step off so United staff could actually board and go where they wanted to go. And, of course, he said that he needed to be at the hospital to be able to save lives. And what he did, and then they roughed him up. He didn't hit anybody. He was waving his arms, according to some passengers, but they really did rough him up bad. And a very unfortunate situation, for sure. Excessive force, not a good thing at all for anybody. And a poor choice. If they can't get on the plane, well, they need to find another plane. That's my thought. We'll be back.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms, and the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft
I can say this without question, that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Women Wear Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the People is on the air for you Monday through Friday, giving you the information you need with the insight you deserve. Our mission is simple: to keep you informed without the jargon. We work hard to give you a quality program that makes a real difference in people's lives. Today, we're asking for your help. We would like to expand our on-air footprint throughout the U.S. Our goal of $5,000 will give us the ability to reach out to key decision makers and get us on more radio stations throughout the country. For the People is there for you daily. Will you help us reach our goal? $5,000 is our goal, and we can build this thing together. Let's get to work and grow For the People. Log on to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. You love the show. Now it's your turn to give back. We are counting on our friends. Help For the People now by logging on to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. The internet is a big place, but 123 Ready TV has made it easy to start enjoying all of the current movies you enjoy and those movie classics. What if I told you that you could start streaming everything now and all the latest movies for just $19.99? And it's a one-time charge, not monthly. 123 Ready TV is a media app that you can have on your PC or your Android phone. You see, this app allows you to stream movies and TV shows, weather, and anything you already have on your PC or your phone or on the internet. Plus, no commercials. Find out why so many people are using this amazing media player. Start saving money and start enjoying all your favorite TV shows now and movies for just a one-time payment of $19.99. To get yours, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com and click on the store page for your 123 Ready TV. For the People is on the air for you Monday through Friday, giving you the information you need with the insight you deserve. Our mission is simple: to keep you informed without the jargon. We work hard to give you a quality program that makes a real difference in people's lives. Today, we're asking for your help. We would like to expand our on-air footprint throughout the U.S. Our goal of $5,000 will give us the ability to reach out to key decision makers and get us on more radio stations throughout the country. For the People is there for you daily. Will you help us reach our goal? $5,000 is our goal, and we can build this thing together. Let's get to work and grow For the People. Log on to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. You love the show. Now it's your turn to give back. We are counting on our friends. Help For the People now by logging on to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And ladies and gentlemen, our guest this half hour is Ford Taylor, a gentleman that certainly does not lack any type of motivation. Well, I could ask him about that. Maybe he doesn't like to do certain things, maybe laundry. But this man has built some amazing companies. He consults some pretty hefty companies, the Fortune 500 companies that I had mentioned, small, medium, and large. But he has the ingredients that all of us really need if we're trying to obtain something good in our lives or trying to make an impact. And I think a large amount of us that listen to the broadcast want to do these things. Sometimes we don't know how. And sometimes we could use a coach that actually has ingredients. Ford Taylor, welcome to For the People.
Okay, thank you very much. It's an honor to be on here with you.
Sir,
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you spending some time with us. Leadership is something that we really do need. And, You know, we went through a change with the president. We have Donald Trump.